Good morning traders, Joseph here from Eightcap. So we're just looking at the German 30 now. We had a bit of a look at that last night, sitting at resistance. I did push into it a little bit above those two highs there, but for now it's still a valid level. We did have a bit of a pull away after getting close to testing that 13,608. We want to see if the German 30 can take the next step and push above into new records, but for now it's sort of a wait and see as it's held at that resistance point. So we're just going to jump over to some of the forex pairs now. The Aussie dollar, we did a quick report on this resistance level here. For now it has reacted and it is moving lower, and we have some data coming out today as well. So the RBA statements coming out, Chinese data is coming out, as well as inflation expectations for the Kiwi. So that's out at 1 o'clock. So that has caused some movement in the past. So check that one out at 1 o'clock if you are trading the New Zealand dollar. So just going to keep an eye on the Aussie. For now, it does look like it's starting to form a bit of a continuation. So we'll see how what the sellers are able to do at this point. If we see any type of hold inside this bar, it could be setting up a new higher low, and that's the current support level that we've been looking at, which is down here at 6683.85 area. Now the euro was an interesting one overnight. So it broke lower and closed below this support level here, and also put in a new low for the month. So that's and a new low since November 19. So we did have some pullback from buyers late in the session. So it's time to give this a little bit of a watch. You know, the original move lower was up here, if you were savvy enough. Sorry for the hindsight information there. But so right now we want to give this a bit of time, because the way it's pulled up there, buyers could be starting to regroup, and it didn't look comfortable after making that new low. So we'd want to just let it make it possibly a new counter rally, see how the counter rally goes, and just see if it does make a new extension lower to continue this medium trend that we're seeing at the moment. The pound was another that fell away last night. It broke this support point that we've been watching. That support point held since December 19. It closed close to lows. There is a low here with some support. That was a previous high, so we want to see how the pound reacts at this level now. Now a bit of a spanner that could come into the works tonight, on either for the bulls or the bears, is tonight's non-farm employment data, and that's coming in at 12:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time tonight. It also includes the unemployment rate, average earnings. So that's the first Friday of the month. It's one of the bigger pieces of data that traders do keep an eye on and watch. So it can throw technical analysis, including support trends, all out the window if there are big differences in what's released to what's expected. So while these levels are presenting quite well at the moment, normally wait till after the NFP, because it does have a history of either doing very little or potentially doing a lot and really throwing out the current chart picture that we're watching at the moment. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that one tonight. Now Bitcoin's another, continues after that really strong session the other day, continues just to grind higher, but it is approaching some resistance from 10,000. So next big thing for Bitcoin that we'd like to see from buyers is a test of 10,000. A close above would be fantastic, and then we're going to see how it reacts to these levels just here, which are presenting resistance from the lower scale of the range and the upper end of the range, and then again we have more resistance up at that 10.7 point. But step one is just to get back to 10,000. There's one high to break here, and then we've got 10,000 just above. So it's really up to buyers now to see what they can do with Bitcoin. Stocks moved higher overnight. Nasdaq leads the gains. We'll just have a quick look at it so we can see a very nice strong bar. It didn't quite make a new record high, but we can see that the trend's still continuing. It's really forgotten about that choppiness and some of those heavy selling we saw during the real scare during the coronavirus, when it was having a key influence. Right now the influence has sort of changed, earnings has taken over and buyers are back in it. It's a similar story over on US 30, but we did see a bit of a fade late in the session. but we still are above. We still did, just closed just below that record point, but did close above that resistance there, which was a good sign. So that's sort of what's been happening so far today. Keep an eye on some of that data that's coming out around now to midday, with Chinese data and New Zealand data, and Governor Stevens' RBA statement. So, and tonight, keep an eye on the USD and all other pairs connected to the USD for the non-farm payrolls. Can influence stocks at times as well, but primarily it's going to have an influence on the US dollar. We'll just quickly have a quick look at the dollar CAD. Dollar CAD's still sitting in this consolidation. Oil, again, consolidation of that move up, sort of just a spinner bar there. So the dollar CAD again looking for a bit of direction, support roughly short term there. We have resistance up here from 33.07 down to 33 even. So again, the non-farm payrolls will be the key one to watch tonight, just to see how the data comes out and what that does to the USD. So until next week, have a fantastic weekend and enjoy the rest of your trading day. And again, keep an eye on that news that's coming out at midday today, 1 o'clock for the Kiwi. Chinese data will be first, and tonight's non-farm payroll and average earnings data. So good trading, and bye for now.